Welcome to WoW News with Vrograg. I'm your news anchor orc, Vrograg Fishslayer, here to bring you all the server news for the week of July 25th, 2023. I just got off the canoe captained by the friendly Tuskar, who helped get me off that iceberg and smack dab into Night Elf territory of Kalimdor. Even though I'm soaking wet and possibly being tracked by elves, the news waits for no one. Today we have a headline story about a new server population record, a record-breaking best clear time for Naxxramus, a community PSA, Market Watch, the Changelog Round-up, and a feature piece about a little-known custom battleground getting some extra love recently. So, let's get right to it. I'm the Orc, and here's the news. Our headline story for this week: the TWOW server population continues its meteoric rise, breaking 9,000 concurrent players online earlier this last weekend. Server lead Torta posted on the same day to say, "Our community is growing faster than ever. Just today we reached a milestone of 9,000 players online at the same time." But with great success comes a few challenges. To ensure everyone has a smooth gaming experience, we have had to put a player cap of 8,500 connections in place. So, during those peak hours you might encounter a short queue. Truly a testament to TWOW's soaring popularity, and something to keep in mind during peak hours for all the citizens of Azeroth. In PvE news, the guild Thunder Ale Brewing Company etched their names into TWOW history books as the first to record a sub 2-hour full Naxxramus clear. A monumental achievement, especially in the post-World Buff era. The braggadocious Tawny was the first one to report to me about this record-setting run. For anyone curious about the TWOW raid logs used to record it, it is an open source project called Legacy Players. They even have a channel dedicated to it under the Discord community tab. I will leave a link to the main page and the GitHub for anyone looking to help out with the coding for this pillar of the server raiding community. Without such impressive tools, recording and verifying this achievement would have been impossible. My congratulations to Tab C on this impressive feat. The community looks forward to your future achievements and anxiously awaits any new challengers. That does it for the headlines. Now we have a special PSA for the people of TWOW. This is a TWOW public service announcement. It has come to the attention of TWOW community that the optional bosses for Zul'Gurub as part of the Madness event have deviated from their regular schedule. Old community calendars from Classic or earlier may no longer be reliable, so please, at the risk of wasting some very expensive reagents to make the Gurubashi Mojo Madness required to summon them, here is how to verify which Madness boss will be available to your raid lockout. Utilizing a stealth rogue or druid, or some timely uses of greater invisibility potions, follow the most direct route to the Madness area, wherein you will find the brazier meant to summon the boss. Behind the brazier are 5 tablets. The 2 on the left and the 2 on the right will speak of a specific Madness boss, but only one of them will have the tablet that says, "Now lingers at the edge of madness." The boss associated with that tablet in particular will be the one that is tied to the raid. Remember, in a world of uncertainty, only an informed raider can make the best decisions. The problem may be rectified in the near future, but for the time being, a little bit of checking is more than worth what is required to summon a boss that no one ends up needing. Best of luck in getting your ZG charm, all you hopeful raiders out there. This has been a TWOW PSA. Now, back to our programming. Thank you for that very informative PSA. Now, let's get over to Market Watch to see how things are faring over at the auction house. Welcome to Market Watch. It's been a few weeks since the big post by Dragonovi, so I'd say the volatility warning is over for now, but still brace for certain things to spike up or down in price, especially as the server continues its growing pains. Let's start the watch with our custom index of all the track stocks put together, the SNV6. The market index started rallying on the 16th, getting up to 17.87, just 0.03 away from the record set on July 4th. Much of this rally can be attributed to the arcane crystal's big price spike and the steady success of Black Lotus offsetting the Mooncloth and Cured Rugged Hide values flagging. The market remains hot and competitive. Now let's take a closer look at all the main stocks. Stone Scale Eel remains steady and well within its market norms, but did climb slowly in value these last 2 weeks. Overall though, it has stayed within normal fish market price parameters, bouncing between 60 and 40 silver. Arcane Crystals had a tumultuous 2 weeks, peaking up on the 20th around 34 gold and ending the week up 1 gold. This is certainly a big price hike from where it was back in May. Bubble or not, miners are making a mint. Black Lotus had its normal weekend spikes capping in the low 30s over the last 2 weeks. It climbed about 2 to 3 gold in value. We can see that there must be many more raiders on the server as flask demands have hit a fever pitch. Even in the long term, the Lotus has recently grown about 18% since its market lows in mid-June. Cured Rugged Hide fell in value by 2 gold in the last 2 weeks. This continues the downward trend of the leatherworking good from its original market valuation around 23 gold to now hovering just near 18. Grom's Blood periodically has shown big floods of supply that tanked the value temporarily over the last 2 weeks, only falling slightly in value. The new average daily price shows the new market lows well underneath its mid-May valuation, staying close to the 80 silver mark. Large Brilliant Shards have slowly and steadily decreased from 5 gold 2 weeks ago to 4 gold and 50 silver. Over the long term, this is a striking new trend for the enchanting good, showing signs of market oversupply. Mooncloth had a big rally on the 19th, peaking around 28 gold and ending about even over the last 2-week period. It looks like Mooncloth is finally re-establishing a new stable market price around 21 gold, which is a new market low for the tailoring good. Thanks for watching Market Watch. Let's join Vrograg back at the sandy wet shores of Darkshore. The changelog for July 18th wasn't too big, but that doesn't mean it was any less impactful, so let's cover it quick with the Changelog Round-up. First up, a bug fix for warriors. The ability Bloodthirst now correctly uses weapon skill when determining if it will hit or not. The issue was pointed out by the bug tracker lord himself, Balake, discovering that weapon skill seemingly had no effect on the ability, though it did so in Classic, the original snapshot of the vanilla client. As is tradition, the bug hunter pointed this out, gave example code fixes, and vanished back into the night on the hunt for the next big bug. Thanks, Balake. Next, a change to raid item trading. Players can no longer pass soulbound gear to those not present for boss kills, plugging an exploit in the loot trading system. Get to the raid on time if you want a shot at the epics, everyone. Moving on, a quality of life fix for hunters and warlock pet users. Automatic abilities like Blood Pact will once again be cast automatically after a prior bug last week caused them to stop. No more forgotten buffs to worry about in the already cluttered interface of the average pet user. The Horde now can get the correct rope to wrangle those pesky gnomes in AV. In Alterac Valley, 2 once patched out quests from Vanilla, wherein a Winteraxe troll asks a player to capture a live Torn or gnome to be cooked up. Known fittingly as Roasted Torn and Gnome Stew, they were added back in when the Alterac Valley was changed to reflect the older vanilla style of the battleground. However, until the recent changelog, the rope that was given to the Horde side wasn't working on gnomes as intended. Now, should a Horde player wish to consort with the cannibalistic trolls, they can do so successfully. I don't think this will help the trolls trying to dodge the cannibalism accusation, sadly. For priests, Shadow Mend now benefits from more talents, giving Shadow Priests a small boost on their specialized heal. The custom spell can be picked up by Shadow Priests should they find the Codex in Karazhan Crypts. While the spell is still considered underwhelming versus the strong healing kit of a non-Shadow Priest, it is at least a heal they can do without forcing themselves to go out of shadow form. The buff it received from the last changelog may make it a more tempting option for the battleground behemoths. And finally, several new tameable hunter pets including the Darkhound, Flesh Ripper, and Bramblethorn Boar should now be tameable options as intended originally for hunters. More cute and fury options for hunters. Well, perhaps more options anyway. That concludes the Changelog Round-up. Let's move on to our feature story about Sunnyglade Valley. So there you are, hanging out in your faction's capital on a weekend, wondering what to do next. You think, hey, maybe I could go do a battleground. Then a flood of thoughts come rushing over you. Those battlegrounds have been out for years, and you're just starting to learn. Why, I myself am terrible at PvP, but I'll admit it, can be fun from time to time. The problem always is, if you don't know what to do or how to do it, then well, you're on the back foot trying to keep up with arcane abbreviations from your battleground leader, and before you know it, you're getting teabagged while you're being told you're bad. Not that it's happened to me or anything. If only there was a battleground where no one knew what the meta was, where everyone who enters goes, huh? A battleground where honor rewards are middling at best, so sweaty rankers don't bother showing up as much. Welcome to Sunnyglade Valley. It was introduced with the Mysteries of Azeroth update on TWOW, and recently has been getting some tuning to make it more fun. But first, what even is Sunnyglade? Not many know this, but it was a map from the original Warcraft Orcs and Humans game. I did review the source material, and
Humans of Sunnyglade have become fat and lazy with their prosperity. The town is like...
well, some of Blizzard's old games have aged better than others. And since it happened in the past, the Bronze Dragonflight sends you there to fight on their behalf to make sure history happens as it should. So what are you supposed to do there? I'm not really sure, because after a week of trying to get it to queue, the only one I got into, all the other players dropped and the battleground ended. So I asked the TWOW PvP general chat for a quick rundown. Discord user The Lost Combo Points was nice enough to give me a summary. The goal is to collect sparks, which are dropped off NPCs all over the map and found in chests in the towns and mines. You will need to push to a neutral NPC in the middle who will take your sparks. These sparks will then buff and power up a strong boss on your faction's side, which the opposite faction wants to kill in order to win the battleground. Also, any sparks you collect can be stolen by anyone who kills you in combat as well, so don't wait too long to turn them in. As of this broadcast, this is the only way to get reputation with the Wardens of Time faction, who have some unique rewards available at their vendor inside the Caverns of Time. One of those standout reputation items is something called the Time-Worn Rune that can teleport you directly to the Caverns of Time itself, which is notoriously in the middle of nowhere. Of course, reputation grinders who get exalted can also get a nifty bronze drake mount as well. So why bring this up now? I'm glad you asked. First off, last changelog had 5 quick tweaks that I'll show off here quickly. But some of them may already have changed because this sneaky reporter orc got a scoop on the changelog. And wow, Sunnyglade is going to change a whole lot more. Now the battleground will have an introduction sequence to help orient new players. The bosses will have their health scaling reduced to allow the battlegrounds to end in a timely manner. Some of the NPCs can randomly turn into agents of the Infinite Dragonflight, who will be the only ones who give reputation. There will be more sparks, and the graphic for the chest will be swapped with something that actually looks like a spark. There will be mini-bosses, less empty areas, and officially announcing the battleground will now be a 20v20 up from a 10v10. Seize this opportunity, casual PvPers. Your chance to blend in with the tryhards as everyone tries to figure it all out as well. Enjoy a new experience and try to have fun. Maybe you'll be the person who discovers the new meta for this evolving battleground. Worst comes to worst, you can still at least get an item that'll teleport you to Neris quickly. So go out there. And, as a much older, violent orc once said,
Fail me, and I will have your head on a pike.
Well, that's all the news we have for today, sadly. I thank you for joining me on another broadcast. The new changelog for the 25th is either already out or going to be posted shortly, so keep an eye out. I'll be doing my research and keep you all updated. There are a lot of fun things on the horizon for the new show. I've been in talks with people working to manage upcoming radio broadcasts that will start airing with the new patch. I still have plenty of other fun ideas for programming cooking up too, and I can't wait to share them all with you. I did want to take a moment to announce, if you haven't already noticed, the program got officially endorsed, and this orc is in the YouTube Partnership Program. I couldn't have done it without all of your support though, so thank you for watching, and subscribing and commenting, which I hope you'll continue to do. But genuinely, thank you all from the bottom of my big green heart. As long as this remains fun for me, and you all watch, I'll keep making news programs for you all to enjoy. Feel free to whisper me or mail me in-game, and give me feedback in the comments as well. If you want to catch me streaming, I try to be on for Saturdays at noon, American East Coast time. If you miss it, no big deal. All the VODs are up on the live tab of the channel, where you can hear me talk about server stuff and the myriad hot takes I have about Turtle WoW. For now though, I need to get off of this beach and try to sneak around that night elf village I see in the distance. I'll see you all next time, friends. Safe journeys to you, and as always remember, the deadliest weapon is knowledge.